Double broke out. Broke out all over my whole face. Hello, Sucky. How you doing? Good morning. Hello, Aaliyah. How you doing? Good morning. Hope everybody's having a good start to their weekend. I'm great. I'm doing good. I was thinking about going somewhere. Then I changed my mind. I came on here and then I'm going to go somewhere later. But I was going to step out for a second, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a minute and then I'll go. I be procrastinating. I be like, God, I don't feel like going. Sometimes people invite me some places and I be like, oh yeah, I go. And then when I'm getting dressed, I'm like, oh, I don't even want to go. And I pray something happen that makes it where I don't have to go. I be like, God, I hope they call me and tell me they don't feel like going, because I don't feel like going. You Bertha? What the hell that mean? Yeah, sometimes I feel like going places because I'm one of those people. I'm the life of the party, and so people, they want to see you. They want to see you. Be your character, whatever they think I am. And sometimes I don't feel like turning up. I don't feel like being the main attraction at the event. I don't feel like doing that all the time. So sometimes I don't feel like going. And today's one of those days. I don't feel like. I was supposed to go to the grocery store. I was supposed to do a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think I feel like doing none of that either. I ain't even feel like cooking no breakfast. I ain't cooking no breakfast. I just said, you know what? I don't feel like doing that either. So I just wait. I just wait till, I don't know. So I feel like it, I guess, to fix something. I'm supposed to be planning a vacation. I ain't done that either. I don't know. I'm supposed to be planning all kind of stuff. Supposed to be doing this and doing that. Ain't done nothing yet. I got a lot of stuff to do. I really need an assistant. And I need an assistant I need an assistant to manage the stuff I don't feel like doing. I need that too. When is AI going to be able to be an assistant? When is that going to happen? Let me know. Let me know when I can send the AI robot to the store to get what I want, or when I can send the AI to go pay a bill or go wash my car. Wouldn't that be that part? would be nice. You have a little AI robot go wash your, and program you to go to the car wash and make sure my stuff is a shining when you leave. Make sure it's a clean. You know what I mean? Make sure my stuff clean. Send a little AI robot to go get your oil change and stuff like that. Or you could press a button in your garage and then the oil change itself. I mean, that's what I want. But see, they have that stuff in China. We in the old times. We in the 80s right now. We in the 1980s right now. So we don't have that stuff. But they got a machine. You just drive over it and it does the changing the battery or something. Hello, Fernando. Welcome. How you doing? You know, they already got these advancements. We don't have that yet. I don't know why we don't have that. We still so stuck on the past. We can't get to the future. It's me again. Lip gloss girl. Oh yeah, you. You, the person that never seen lip gloss before. Welcome, Mackenzie. Welcome to Lip Gloss City. Welcome to Lip Gloss City. Welcome to AI. I'm trying to figure out how I can get AI to wash my car, change my oil. How can I get AI to change the brakes on the car? Let me know when that's available. Okay, I need AI to run to my mama's house for me. Get in the car. Hello, Kaylee. How you doing? Hey, woo woo. How you doing? How you doing? Woo woo. Good morning. Good afternoon. Well, it's almost afternoon. We're gonna say it's still morning time. Good morning. Yeah, I need one of them AI robots to, when I'm not feeling good, you just go to the store and go get the medicine, go get the Vicks Vapor Rub, go get the Tums, go get the Pepto, whatever. Something that'll outbeat Amazon. Amazon and all these little delivery services, okay, fine. But you know what's better? An AI that go get it right then and there. Go straight to the store. But then a couple minutes, go get you your stuff. Not everybody else stuff. Your stuff. Your stuff. Your own real personal assistant. Not different delivery drivers. Because some of these people that be doing the grocery delivery. Let me tell you something about these people. I'm glad they got a job and doing that and they like doing that, but some of them don't like doing that. Let me tell you something. I can tell when a man has picked my groceries, okay? Besides looking at the profile, I can tell. Because I had some vegetables in my order. And why did they put, the little bags that they got in the store, that you put the vegetables in, the little plastic bags that are hard to open. You stand there a minute and you kind of rub them together to get them to open. Well, I guess this person didn't feel like doing that. So they put my vegetables in just a grocery sack. I said, what the hell is this? Are you serious? Did you just put my groceries, my peppers and stuff in a grocery bag, raw, no bag? I feel some kind of way about that. So if I had a personal AI, an AI assistant, they're going to get it right every single time because they're going to know to get that plastic white clear bag and put them vegetables in it. They're going to know every single time. They're not going to miss. You know what I mean? They're going to do it every single time. So, I don't know. AI is a gift and a curse. It takes away a lot of stuff from people's jobs and all that. You know, it may take away my job, your job, all of our jobs. And what are we going to do when it takes all of our jobs? What are we going to do? We're going to be chilling out on the beach? Or we're going to be slaving in the fields, picking vegetables? What are we going to be doing? You know, I don't know. It's a toss-up. Could you stand up all day in the sun picking vegetables for people you don't like no more? I don't know. I don't know if any of us could do that. You know what I mean? So it's a gift and a curse, the AI thing. I don't see really the China people complaining about AI. So whatever they about to do over here about to be totally flipped of what's going on in China. Because those people still work, they still live their life and all that. And they got way more technology than we do. Way more. To make their life easier. Not to take away their existence. You know, they got AI and technology to make life better, improve your life, not take away your existence. So the fact that these people want to track, surveil, do all this surveillance and, you know, invade your privacy. They want to read all your text messages. Why? You gonna hear a crazy conversation between me and my mama? You want to see all the pictures she sent me of recipes? Is that what you want to see? She sent me a recipe every minute. I probably got a recipe popping up right now. Is that what they want to see? They want to see recipes. What do you want to see? Why you gotta monitor me like you my mama? Somebody need to ask the tough questions. Why in the world do you need to know where I'm at all times? Why? Am I in danger? Am I in danger or am I in danger to you? Which is it? Okay, why I gotta be tracked every 5 minutes? Why you taking my picture at every stoplight, traffic light? You taking my picture at every event, where I'm going, what I'm doing? What you gonna do with all this information? For what? Because if AI take all of our jobs, who buying this stuff? We not buying it. We won't have no money. If we don't have no money, we can't buy nothing. You can't sell nothing to somebody who ain't got no money. And you think I'm going to work in the field and the little money I get, you think I'm going to go, oh, let me get a new iPhone? No! Ain't nobody getting no iPhone. Ain't nobody buying no groceries. Them Doritos for $6 for half a bag going to sit on that shelf and rot. And rot. Because you know who don't eat Doritos? Rich people. Rich people don't be sitting around eating Doritos. They despise all of us that sit there and eat Doritos, a half a plate with 2 hot dogs, 2 chili dogs on the plate. They hate us to death. And look at them. Look at them eating them 2 chili dogs with a half a plate of Doritos. Look at them. Look at them animals. Yeah, but that's the way they see the rest of us. But these companies scraping they getting all the money because you buying the bread, the hot dog, you buying the chili sauce, you buying the mustard and the ketchup and the relish, you buying all the condiments that keeps the Heinz family pumping and going. We buying all the condiments, all the onions, all the bacon to wrap around the hot dog for an extra heart attack. We buying all the condiments, the buns, the chip. We buying all of that. Who is going to buy? The rich people are not buying Heinz. They ain't buying no Dorito. They not buying that stuff. I'm telling you that right now. It's all chain reaction. Everybody's making money off of our purchases, our desires. Okay? When we buy those 2 chili dogs and we buy that half of that bag of Doritos and eat all that stuff, you know what? Sometimes some of us don't make it. Don't make it to the next dinner because why? We have a heart attack. And then we have a heart attack, we got to go to the hospital. Then that doctor that went to school for 24 years gets to try to fix us and save our life and send us a doctor bill from hell. It's all a chain reaction. And then if we make it out of that, guys, if we make it out of that situation, we on medication for life. Okay? We monitor forever by the doctor. Okay? It's an ongoing thing. And if we don't make it, where we at? The funeral home. Everybody got to make money off them chili dogs. You know what I mean? Everybody got to make their money. So we don't have no jobs to buy the chili dog, to buy the Doritos, or none of that. Where are all these other companies going to go? They're going to go to hell. They're going to go straight and burn. Because there's nobody to buy any of it. If nobody buys that chili dog, the rest of the world, the rest of the America at least, ain't gonna survive. Because somebody got to buy it. Hello, Dan Soko. Good morning. Welcome to Chili Dog News. You know what I mean? Christmas about to come up. And usually, every year, everybody cut up around Christmas. You know, you get your payday loans. You rob Peter to pay Paul to buy them damn toys that you don't even really want to be bothered with because they make too much noise. You know, you robbing Peter to pay Paul to show off your new jacket in front of your family for Christmas dinner. Because you know you always get that one family member that like to show off and pop off. And every time you come around, they like, oh, there she go. There he go with their new coat, new shoes every Christmas. And if we not the ones buying the toys, the coats, the hats, the gloves, all this stuff. If we not, where are these companies gonna go? They gonna fold up? They gonna have to fold everybody. All matter of fact, ain't gonna be no companies. I think if we let this thing go the way it's gonna go, the way the higher ups want it to go. If we let it go the way they want it to go, there'll be maybe 6 companies standing. It'd be 6 big companies, and they control your food, your water, your electricity, your everything. As a matter of fact, all of us be living in a dorm. We won't even have a house. It won't even be a house. It'd be a big old dorm room that you live in, and you just eat whatever they give you, and you work in the field. For what purpose, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what the end goal is, to own people, to do what? To feed the rich. And let me tell you something. They don't want to put somebody like me out in no field. Because every chance I get, if I'm doing forced labor, that food not going to be right under my watch. Every time that rich person think about biting into that food, it ain't going to be right. They going to feel like they've been poisoned every day. So there ain't no use in putting people out there that don't want to be there. Okay? That ain't the way. I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't think that's a good idea for people to try to force people to do something against their will. It's not right. It's wrong. Right now we have a man that has his own electrical car company, barely, and he decided to open up a restaurant in California. I'm pretty sure the food is all frozen from Gordon's or something. It's probably frozen food put on the plate. But these people are so crazy and nuts. They lined up to go to this restaurant. They are lined up to go to this restaurant knowing this man ain't right in the mind. They went all to this restaurant. And you know what I seen on video? The robots working in the restaurant. The robots look tired. Don't you know them robots been standing there for 17 hours, tossing fries, serving fries, and all serving food, and was shaking. They were shaking. They expect people to do that. to want to stand there and never take a break. That's what they try to do to Amazon workers. That never take a break and all this kind of crazy stuff. You hear all these stories online all the time. We can't take no break. It's like, what do you mean you can't take no break? Get off the line. See, sometimes you gotta show all, you gotta show up and show out on people. Sometimes you can't let people uh, um, control you to that extent where you can't go to the bathroom. Get off the line and go to the bathroom. And when they question you, you say, I went to the bathroom. And if they get mad and they let you go, then it is what it is. It ain't what it meant to be. I'm not gonna sit here and not go to the bathroom because you want these packages to go out to a Sarah Nim who ain't nothing, or she ordered nothing but a muffin pan. That muffin pan can wait while I go to the bathroom. Ain't no urgency. She ain't even a good cook. She burn muffins every week. I don't care about her muffin pan. I could care less about her muffin pan. I'm going to the bathroom, okay? I don't care about so and so needing they specialized whatever. Look, it can wait. It can wait. It can wait. We used to wait back in the day. I'm Gen X. We used to wait back in the day forever for things to come in the mail. Let it wait. Let it wait. You don't need urgency. Because the problem with that stuff coming instantly, it's already set in people's mind that Amazon is a machine. It's like a robot. And so as soon as you or think of it and order it, it's at your doorstep within seconds. And that's not even possible. It comes the next day. It comes the next day. It's not instant. There's no instant to it. So the fact that people are pressing a company to be faster, knowing that it is causing an inhumane situation at the job, is crazy. People want their package today in seconds. When you don't realize that there's people out there who can't even go to the bathroom, can't take a break because they gotta get your package to your door. Are you upset? You upset because your muffin tin didn't show up on time. You upset because that shirt you ordered, which is too small by the way, didn't show up within seconds. It's a sickness and it's an illness. It's an illness. We are our own enemy. We, as a whole country, we are our own enemy. The demand for stuff to be perfect, the demand for stuff to be faster, the demand for variety is what's killing us. That's going to be the end of us. And the companies are feeding off of that. We have given them the ammunition to keep going because we keep demanding faster. Not 2 weeks from now, tomorrow. Not tomorrow, 2 seconds from now. 2 seconds from now. Even the fast food companies they got to be tired and exhausted because every time they turn around, somebody got an allergy or an illness. Oh, now we gotta make everything gluten free. Now we gotta make everything fat free. Low sodium, low fat, low bacon, low back, all that. Then you gotta change the menu to add kids to the menu. The kids can't have fries. They gotta have apples and can't have juice. Gotta have water and can't have soda. What? McDonald's has changed their menu. I haven't been to McDonald's in 7 years. But what I have seen on video, on social media, they have expanded their menu to something ridiculous. It used to be just a couple of things. You know, a cheeseburger, a double cheeseburger, a quarter pounder, a Big Mac, and a fish sandwich, and a McChicken. Those were the main things. That's all you getting. Maybe a Sunday if the machine work, and your fries. That's it. For some reason, they felt the need and the desire. The people kept feeding them ideas. Well, wouldn't it be nice to have a healthy salad? McDonald's is not about health. It's not about health. It's not about health. You want salad, you go home and you fix yourself a salad. Why would you put that kind of pressure on a restaurant that's known for selling greasy burgers to make salads? That's not their forte. That is not their forte to be out here. Hey Yuri, hey Master Food, how you doing? McDonald's ain't got time to be selling no damn salads. I think they should rip all that stuff off the menu. Go back to the basics. Go back to the normal menu. You don't need to cater to everybody. That's another issue. We are our own enemy as far as catering, having these companies thinking that they gotta cater to everybody, every single need. No, you don't. If you Chick-fil-A and all you serve is chicken and you close on Sunday, that's what it is. You don't need to serve burgers. You don't need to serve none of that. You don't need to go above and beyond the extra. Stick with what you good at. Everybody want everybody to be everything, and that's sick. That's sick. If I own a company and all I sell is one of the best chicken sandwiches, I'm not going to change the recipe for one. I don't care what the cost is. I don't care if the ingredients, start costing more or whatever the games they try to play with ingredients and costs of groceries and all this. I'm keeping the ingredients the same. The ingredients have to stay the same. And that's the main downside of all these fast food franchises and all this. They have actually really diverted from what they were. McDonald's used to be a treat. It used to be something you were rewarded for from your mama and them, because they didn't really go to McDonald's like that. And so when you went to McDonald's, it felt like an experience. Now it feels like death. You don't know if you're gonna die eating those French fries. I heard them potatoes sitting in a warehouse for months because they gotta put some type of freaking poison on them or something crazy work, and then they can't even cook them until months later. It's crazy. What kind of science experiment is that? These companies have done it the wrong. They have went in the wrong direction. I'm telling you right now. They have caved in to the fantasies of consumers. Why would you cave in when it's gonna cost you more? It costs you more to keep making salads and all this other extra shit. Department stores were popular because they had clothes, they had clothes and stuff like that, little home decor and stuff like that. But then they try to go above and beyond. They got to sell the whole bed and all. No, you don't. You don't have to sell mattresses and couches and sofas. Leave that to the furniture store. Trying to do too much. And then you take on all these different things, the desires of all these people, these crazy fantasies that people want to see in the store. Oh, it'd be nice if you could have this in the store, it'd be nice if you could have this in the store. And then you try to cater to these fantasies, and then you can't keep up with it, and then you end up bankrupt and out of business. It makes absolutely no sense. Businesses need to stand on business and stop catering to all these crazy fantasies that consumers want. These people be dreaming about Krispy Kreme donuts and like, oh, if only Krispy Kreme could make a Santa Claus donut, and then they can make an Easter donut, and then they gotta keep up with this ridiculous schedule when in the beginning it was just plain yeast donuts, hot. Just plain yeast donuts, hot. That's it. It wasn't no chocolate. It wasn't none of that shit. It was just plain yeast donuts. And people was cool with that. They was cool with that until somebody or a couple people started, well, I don't really like yeast. I like chocolate. And I like sprinkles on my donut. And I like this and I like that. They catered to too many fantasies. And it stresses the workers out, trying to keep up with all this craziness. It's stressful. Trying to put sprinkles on them damn donuts. Trying to put icing on them donuts. Trying to make cappuccinos and shit. No, you ain't no barista. You not no Starbucks. I can see Krispy Kreme selling just black coffee. But trying to keep up with Starbucks and well, we can do this and we can do that and we can do this and we can do that. We could sell this and that and all. No, don't let me be a CEO, man. If you made me a CEO, I'm cutting all that shit off. Y'all be mad. I wouldn't care because the real people who was buying it from the beginning know what it is. We sell yeast donuts. That's it. Maybe a black coffee. You don't need an iced frappuccino. Some of y'all really can't handle it. Some of y'all on heart, blood pressure, diabetical medicine right now. You can't handle no vanilla latte with 6 pumps of vanilla and sugar and all. You can't handle that. And the donut? That's too much. That's too much going on. It's too much for your system. That's system overload. System overload. You hear me? System overload. I'm telling you right now, if it was me and I'm CEO, I'm taking everything back to square one. None of this private, mergers and merging with different. Why is KFC merged with Taco Bell? Why? What is all this? I wouldn't have none of that stuff. Okay. It would be just go back to the basics. Go back to when things were just simple. They keep talking about make America great again. Go back to just simpleness. The simple things in life. Not all this that's why people stressed out. That's why these companies have board meetings. They upset with each other, trying to come up with new product ideas, trying to tap into social media, trying to pay all these influencers and all this craziness. All this just it's madness. It is straight up madness. That's all I can say. And it's making them crazy. And it's making them bend the knee. It's crazy. It's absolutely, it's too much. Go back. Bring back Long John Silver's. Okay? Long John Silver's didn't go above they menu. They had chicken or fish. 2 types of fish, breaded and battered. That's it. Some hush puppies. Some coleslaw. Okay, that's all they had. Some french fries. That's all they, and the little Crispies. That's all they had. They ain't had nothing else. You can't go in there and say, let me get a burger. No, we don't serve burger. We serve fish. Ma'am. But when y'all gonna serve? We not serving burgers. White Castle, a staple in the drunk community. When you went to the club and you got out of the club, where'd you go? 24 hours that's open. White Castle is a staple. Okay, besides Waffle House and Denny's and all that, White Castles was always open when you got out of that club. And what do they serve? White Castles. That's it. And back in my day, it was just a White Castle or a double or a fish sandwich. That's it. And then they had to expand the menu because these people had weird fantasies. They want to see deep fried macaroni and cheese. They want to see shrimp bites and all this kind of stuff. They want to see waffle sandwiches and impossible burgers. All this craziness. To stress the workers out, to stress the people, stress them out, trying to make this shit vegan when they know they serving meat on the same grill. You already have to master how to get the bun, all laid out with the burger on top, with the onions underneath and all. You got to master that. They don't put just anybody on the White Castle grill. Okay, I don't even know if AI robot can really master that sandwich technique. You gotta lay all the buns out. You gotta have the top bun on top of the bottom bun with the onions with the burger on top, and you gotta flip these bitches like this. You gotta do all of that. Ain't nobody got time to be making chicken rings and chicken bites and shrimp bites and all. It's too much. It's already enough to master the sandwich. Why you got to add in all the extra stuff? It's stressful. It is too stressful. We don't need all these extras at the restaurant. Go back to the basics. Go back to simplicity. If anybody needs to clean closet, it's all these restaurants. They need to clean the closet. Clean it out. Stop all the consumerism craziness. Stop all the buying all this stuff. Trying to, then when somebody was mad about straws in the ocean and all that, they all tried to hurry up and replace all their straws with paper straws and all that. And then the paper straws was melting in people's mouth and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, just craziness. Just I'm going to have to check my blood pressure after this. I know my blood pressure boiling. Because this gets me upset. This makes me so mad every day. It's like, just go back to normal stuff. You don't have to be the everything for everybody. You don't have to be. People can go to different places to get different things. They can go to Handles and get them ice cream. They don't need to get ice cream really at McDonald's. They can go to Baskin Robbins to get ice cream. They don't need ice cream at White Castles or whatever. Pizza Hut. It don't need to sell dessert. I don't need dessert from Pizza Hut. I don't need a cookie crumble. I don't need a brownie. I don't know where the hell that brownie stuff, all this cookies and all. I don't need that. It has to make sense. Penn Station, which I don't know which one of y'all ruined Penn Station for me. But ain't no Penn Station around me no more, and I'm kind of mad about that. Because Penn Station had a working formula. They had about 7 sandwiches you could get. Of course, you go in there for the Philly cheesesteak. And the only reason why they added on the extra sandwiches because somebody complained. Well, not everybody else eats Philly cheesesteak. Even though it says Penn Station known for Philly cheesesteaks. They want to add in the pizza sandwiches and all this stuff. They didn't need to add all that. All they need to sell is Philly cheese steaks, fries, and them damn cookies because they good. They make some damn good cookies. The cheesesteak, the fries, the lemonade. That's it. That's all you need. The Philly cheesesteak, the fries, the cookies, and the lemonade, and don't sell nothing else. And I don't know why they scared to lose customers. You not. The Philly cheesesteak always been good. The fries always been good. The cookies always been good. The lemonade always been fire. These companies come through and they buy the other company and all that. Oh, welcome back. We need simplicity. We need simplicity. Everything needs to go back to being just simple stuff. You know, these CEOs, I don't know what they be thinking. I don't know who they be listening to. You know, because they sure ain't listening to AI. They listening to Barbara and them that been researching from that's new. Barbara and them are new. And so they want to cater to everybody's needs. Well, you know, we got gluten-free people now. You know, we got all these people that need this and that, and certain people don't like this kind of salad dressing. They want reduced fat, low fat, no sugar, all this stuff, and just coming up with all this craziness and causing these people more money, more headache, more pain. Like Paneria bread, which used to be a good place to go. You know, you do a little work, and you know, on their Wi-Fi or whatever, on your little laptop, get your little drink, get your little sandwich, call it a day. No, they took it up to a whole nother level of horribleness. You know, instead of putting real Parmesan cheese on your food, they put the powdered Parmesan insult instantly. I stopped going because one day I went in there and I went and got, you know, I was there for a meeting, you know, like you do. You do your little meetings at the little coffee and bakery places. And I got me one of those braided Danishes, pecan Danish. It always has white icing on it. It always has white icing on it. It's never without it. That's not a thing. It always has the white icing on it. I got it, no icing. I said, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, there's something wrong with this one. Where is the white icing on it? Oh, we stopped doing that. Why? Why would you stop doing something you've been doing since the beginning? What cost? What does it cost? Take away these energy drinks that's killing people up in here. Why would you take away the icing on the Danish? After that, they ain't see me no more. They ain't see me no more. I used to get those tomato, basil, turkey, bravo sandwiches and the soup in the bowl, bread bowl. I used to do all that stuff. But when they played with me on that Danish, oh, and that powdered cheese on my salad, oh, it was over. It was over. I said, what kind of business, what kind of chop shop y'all running? What is this? What is this? You care more about money than quality? Hey, Happy, how you doing? You care about money than quality? You care about money than quality? And that's what it's getting down to. These people are willing to shell out anything to you and wrap it up in a bow, knowing that it's not the product that they are promising. It's not the product that they are promising you, and they don't care anymore. They're just hurry up quickly and wrap this stuff up and serve it to you and hope you don't notice anything. Hope you ain't noticed the seasonings changing, the different meats, the different product, the artificial butter that they created in some lab. They praying to God that you don't notice none of that and you still keep going and paying the money for something that's not what it used to be. Your friend, oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not only in food. It just the whole business sector, all the companies, the corporate, they need to change things and make it go back to being simple. Everything don't need to be complex. You don't need to cater to everybody. Everybody don't need we don't need this much variety and options. They got about 20 different kinds of bags of Doritos. Okay? And the only reason why they got that because somebody said, "Ooh, it would be nice if we had a flaming Doritos." Knowing that red dye 40 is all up in those Doritos to make them red like that and make you sick. That red 40 ain't no joke. It make you sick. Over time, the more you consume it, the more ill you get. So why in the world would you want that? They catering to too many people's needs. They creating chips that don't even make sense. Garlic and butter. I don't want a garlic and butter chip. I don't need a dill pickle ranch. Boy, when salt and vinegar came out, I thought we had lost our minds. When I seen those salt and vinegar chips come out, I said, yeah, they've lost the plot. They've lost their mind because salt and vinegar, that can't be it. Who in the hell eating that? Who asked for that? You cook at home. That's what you do. Cook at home. Because what they producing out here ain't real. It ain't even real food. They just trying to hurry and make some money. They sit in board meetings every week trying to figure out how they can cut down the cost on every single thing we consume. And that's horrible. I'm not saying don't get rid of all these places. I'm just saying they need to just go back to basics. Go back to just simplicity. Go back to a more simple life. You don't need all these products to serve. I can't even read the whole menu anyway. I can't read that entire menu anyway. I don't have the time. I don't have the patience to go through how many things you got. Just go be simple. Okay, just be simple. You don't have to sell everything all the time to everybody. If McDonald's go back to just normal stuff, they probably make a whole lot more money. If they go back to just actually truthful, regular ingredients, you know what I mean? If they just go back to just a simpler time. If they just go back to that would make them more money than what they doing now. Right now, they struggling. They struggling to stay afloat because they catering to too many people's needs. They need a CEO in there that is going to change the game. If anything, the technology advancements, fine. Make it more, technology based. That's fine. But as far as the food itself, cutting corners, using horrible ingredients, having this expansive menu that's hard to do is too much. It's too much going on. All of them need to get back to they need to get back to being restaurants instead of investing all of their time and money into politics and all this kind of stuff. That's another thing. They need to just step away from all that. Have your business, do your business, and that's it. Because it's too costly. It's too costly to be involved in all this other extra craziness. You know what I mean? If you're gonna support something, support building communities where your restaurants are. Support the neighborhood that goes and buys your product, your sandwiches. That's what you support. You don't need to support all these candidates and all this craziness, and it just leads to craziness. Support the community that you are serving. The community is investing in you by buying the sandwich and the fries. And you making record profit. All you got to do is just turn around and say thank you. Thank you for making us who we are. And we have no problem giving back to this community. There are McDonald's in bad areas, and the areas are not improved. But McDonald's still make a lot of money. And if they get back to that, get back to sanity, maybe we can all move forward. It starts with a big dog. It starts with a big dog. Like that, like a company like that, to turn us all around, turn this bus around. You never go to the church. Today is Saturday. Who going to church on Saturday? we got churches on every corner in Indiana, but not we ain't no Saturday church. Church is on Sunday, not Saturday. But I'm not a church goer like that. I don't go to church like that. So, I'm being truthful. I don't go to church like that. I believe in God. I do believe in God. Whatever it is, that's his will. I do believe in God. But I don't be at church every week, every night, every moment. I don't do all that. I'm not a Wednesday Bible person. You won't see me at Wednesday Bible study. You won't see me there. But anyway, I guess I should eat something. I haven't ate nothing all day today because I've been kind of lazy. I didn't go in the kitchen and fix nothing. So let me go and fix me something to eat. I've been asleep most of today. I've been asleep. I got up, got dressed, laid back down, went to sleep. So I haven't ate nothing, and now I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. So let me go and eat something, guys. I might come back on here later. I don't know. It depends on you. Depends on you. So I might come back on here later. Maybe this evening to have another chat. I gotta rename this video because all I talked about was McDonald's and stuff like that. But you will be asleep. Yeah, a lot of people are from different countries, so they might be asleep. But anyway, I'm glad you came and you stayed and stuff like that. So you guys have a great day. I will talk to you. Oh, midnight? Dang. Oh, yeah, you definitely going to be asleep. It's already Sunday. Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, have a good sleep. Bye.